So I see a lot of people struggling to get rid of their belly fat. They've tried endless diets, they've done all the ab exercises known to mankind, and they've basically bought every single fat burner supplement on the market, but the fat just won't go away. If you are one of those people, then you're in luck, because this video is for you. We're going to show you the best way to get rid of that stubborn belly fat and finally achieve and keep that flat stomach look that you've been chasing for so long. So stick around as we go through what you need to know and do to finally burn that belly fat.
What is up, YouTube family? Welcome to Iron Cross Fitness. This is a channel to bridge your goals, your fitness goals. Oh, you stop laughing. Hey, we googled. Did we Google? Yeah, we did Google. We googled. I forgot what we googled. I feel so embarrassed right now. You can come in. I got shit to say.
What is up, YouTube family? Welcome to Iron Cross Fitness, the channel that is all about bridging the gap between you and your fitness goals. So this is our very first YouTube video, and we thought we'd tackle one of the most problematic areas in fitness, which is burning belly fat. There will be many more videos to come on this channel covering a wide variety of topics such as nutrition, resistance training, myth busting, and many other things like that. So be sure to subscribe and stick around so that you do not miss any of those videos. Let's get straight into the video. So this is me in November 2021. Then this is me in April 2022. I think you can see that I had lost a significant amount of fat and was generally leaner. I basically did what you are watching this video for, which is burning fat. There are a couple of things that I did to achieve this, but they are generally centered around two main things. Number one, I made changes to my diet. Number two, I made changes to the amount of exercise that I did throughout the day. Both of these things helped me to achieve the one true cause of fat loss, which is a calorie deficit. This is when you generally consume less energy than your body needs to maintain its current state. To make up for the shortage in energy, your body turns to the fat that it stored during a calorie surplus. This means that over time, your body eats into its fat stores and you generally lose enough fat that eventually you get a flat stomach. However, the fat can not only come from your stomach. You're going to lose fat from your whole body. You cannot choose where you lose fat, and usually the stomach is the last place to lose a satisfactory amount of fat. I know this is a bummer to those ladies who want to burn the belly fat and keep the fat everywhere else in their bodies so that they can keep that hourglass figure, but I'm afraid it doesn't work that way for most people. Now, when it comes to achieving a calorie deficit, your diet plays a bigger role than exercise does. Think about it. Half a packet of these biscuits contains about 400 calories. And for you to burn 400 calories, you're going to need to walk about 7 kilometers. In fact, over 7 kilometers. So I think that just shows just how much easier it is to cut out certain foods from your diet or to decrease certain foods from your diet than it is to try to burn those calories by exercising. I'm not saying exercise doesn't matter. It does. It's best to focus on both aspects, and we're going to show you how. Let's begin with how you can tweak your diet to consume less calories. Tweak number one, consume less fats. For every gram of fats that you consume, you're getting 9 calories of energy, whereas 1 gram of proteins or carbs only gives you 4 calories. This alone shows you that you need to be careful with the amount of fat that you consume, as they could easily be the reason why you have a pot belly. There are a couple of things that you can do to start consuming less fats. For example, when cooking, measure the amount of cooking oil that you use using a teaspoon and use it sparingly. Use less butter on bread or when cooking. Avoid fried food, and when you do fry your food, avoid deep frying. Deep fried food soaks up more fat, and as a result, the calorie count of that food gets higher. Instead, opt to grill meat where possible and use a minimal amount of cooking oil when frying your food. Tweak number 2. Consume less carbohydrates. It's not that there is anything wrong with carbs, but in a country like Zimbabwe, where the staple food is maize, with rice and potatoes being the secondary staple foods, it's pretty easy to overconsume carbohydrates, not to mention they are the cheapest sources of food that are available in the country. What you need to do is decrease the amount of carbohydrates in your diet. This is where tweak number 3 comes in, which is consuming more low-calorie, dense foods. These are foods that are low in calories but fill up your stomach and keep it full for an extended period of time. These are usually foods that are high in fiber and also have a high water content. Most vegetables fit in this category, and a lot of fruits as well. So to make up for the decrease in carbohydrates, be sure to add vegetables and fruits to your diet to ensure that you're able to stay full having eaten less calories. Tweak number 4. Consume more fiber. Once in the stomach, fiber absorbs water and takes up more volume. This means that you feel more satiated sooner and you're going to stop eating or without having consumed a lot of calories. Fiber also slows down the rate at which food leaves the stomach, leaving you fuller for longer. Tweak number 5. Have scheduled eating times. A good way to overconsume calories is to have no discipline when it comes to eating. Instead of eating whenever you think of or you see food, you want to set out your eating times according to your specific needs. Whether you want to eat 2 large meals a day or 5 smaller meals a day, just make sure that you eat during the times that you scheduled. Given that you're focusing on low-calorie dense foods, sticking to your scheduled meal times should ensure that you're eating the right amount of calories and achieving a calorie deficit. If you choose to snack, opt for low-calorie snacks like fruits and vegetables for most of the times, instead of opting for something like ice cream or biscuits, which is really high in calories and can easily offset the calorie deficit that you've been working for all week. If you begin to feel hungry, it could be because of tweak number 6. You're not drinking enough water. Studies have shown that at times you cannot tell the difference between when you're hungry and when you're just thirsty. This means that at times you end up eating food when all you could have done is just had 2 glasses of water and felt perfectly fine. You can easily consume way more calories than you should because of this. Water is also one of the key components of low-calorie dense foods, meaning drinking enough water helps you to feel full, curb hunger, and avoid eating. So be sure to stay hydrated throughout the day. Tweak number 7. Start meal planning. Instead of ordering takeouts and eating out all the time, start preparing your own meals. This allows you to be aware of the ingredients you're using and the calories that they contain. That way, you can be in control of the calories that you consume throughout the day. Takeouts usually contain a lot of cooking oil and condiments, meaning that you could be consuming 300 calories more than you think and failing to achieve the calorie deficit. The topic of condiments brings us to tweak number 8. Be careful with dressings and sauces. Condiments often contain a lot of calories and can easily offset a good low-calorie dense meal. What you need to do is pay attention to the nutrition labels of the condiments when you're buying them. Opt for the ones that are lower in calories to ensure that you're not overshooting the amount of calories you're eating throughout the day by adding dressings to your salad. Tweak number 9. Avoid cheat meals and cheat days. Eating healthy does not mean that you don't consume junk food at all.
Bro, this unhealthy. I don't eat unhealthy food. Get this shit out of my face, man. Alright? I'm not testing, man. What's wrong with you, man? Are you out of your mind?
It means that you have a good balance between healthy food and junk food, which usually looks something like this. So as long as you're eating low-calorie dense foods for the majority of the time and enjoying all your other favorite foods at times within reason, you do not need to have a cheat meal or a cheat day. Restricting yourself of all the foods that you like during the week and then setting out one day for you to eat that food, i.e. a cheat day, usually means that you're going to overconsume that food and get into a very huge calorie surplus. And finally, tweak number 10. Get enough sleep. Like Greg Doucette always says,
when you're sleeping, you can't be eating.
The more you stay up, the more you're going to be tempted to visit the fridge or get that snack that's under your bed. So get enough sleep, as you cannot eat while you are asleep.
Exercise. Fun, right? We're at the juiciest parts of the video. When it comes to exercise, what you need to simply do is up the amount of activity throughout your day. That way you burn more calories. So, there are a couple of tweaks that you can include in your fitness lifestyle to achieve this. Number 1, you can increase your step count. So the easiest way to burn calories is to increase the amount of steps you take throughout your day. If your phone doesn't have a step counter, you can buy a smartwatch. But if your smartwatch is not an option, you can easily download an app on Google Play Store or Apple Store. That way you can keep track of the steps you take throughout the day. You can walk where you don't need to drive, like when you're going to a place that's like 10 minutes away from where you are and supposedly you're not in a hurry. Or you can take the stairs where you don't need to take the elevator. All this can help you get in more steps and burn more calories. Number 2, follow a good resistance training program. When your body is in a calorie deficit, it can become catabolic and start breaking down muscle tissue. This means you'll be losing fat and muscle at the same time. For the ladies, the fat and the muscle in your ass may slowly start to wither away, of which I don't know you. That's John, John! Of which I know you don't want that. So to avoid this, follow a good resistance training program 2 to 4 times a week. That way you can lose fat while preserving as much muscle as possible. Resistance training also helps you build more muscle, meaning you have more muscle tissue to burn more calories. Resistance training also adds to your weekly activity and helps burn more calories. Just don't make your resistance training all about abs exercises. Like we said, you can't sport reduce fat, so you'll be wasting your time.
Tweak number 3. Do cardio. The US Department of Health and Human Services recommends 150 to 300 minutes of moderate intensity cardio a week or 75 to 150 minutes of high intensity cardio a week. Given that you've done everything else that we've talked about, we'd personally recommend 100 to 150 minutes of moderate intensity cardio a week. That means 15 to 20 minutes a day or 30 to 50 minutes 3 times a week. There are many types of moderate intensity cardio that you can do. For example, dancing, swimming, jogging, sex. It's really up to you. You should do the type of cardio that you like. This again helps you to burn more calories and achieve the calorie deficit, which I am sure you know well by now. And finally, tweak number 5. Get an active weekend hobby. Find something that you like to do during the weekends that allows you to be active while having fun. For example, take dance classes, go hiking, do some gardening, go skating, play tennis. The list of things that you can do is endless. By doing this, not only are you relieving stress, which is another thing that can stop you from getting that flat tummy, you are also burning more calories while having a good time. In the end, you will be able to burn fat, lose weight, and get that flat tummy. Now that you have a flat tummy, you have to make all that we've talked about a lifestyle to maintain it. You don't need to be in a calorie deficit anymore, but eating more food than your body needs means you're just going to get back the fat and you're going to be back where you started. So make these lifestyle changes and I can guarantee you that you're going to like how your tummy and your body look. If you thought that we were going to give you an easy hack to get a flat tummy, you were wrong. Good things take effort.
If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share to your friends and family so they can benefit from this information. If you have any questions, tips and tricks on how to burn belly fat, please comment below and we'll be sure to respond to your comments. We'll see you in the next video.